And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Minecraft. And we're going to go Skeletor hunting. Because we need some bone. And hopefully we'll find some Skeletors out here. Here, Skeletors. Nice. One swing kills that zombie. There's a Skeletor. There's a baby Skeletor. These guys are two baby Skeletor. Ow!
Never mind, I do have an overcompensation sword.
Right there. Got him. Oh, I see a spider. Yeah. Basically, one swing kills everything. Oh, I hear another one. Yay. You just gotta let it recharge itself, because it's... Come here, creeper. And, pigs. Boink. Oh, not the grass. I love how the game defaults to, like, oh, you want to take the grass out. You have this giant sword, you want to take the grass out. Yes, game. Yes.
Completely makes sense.
Oh, another... Oh. Take you out. How many bones? I got quite a few. Oh, I see a creeper creeping over here. Oops. I missed that one. I hit the leaf
one.
instead. Ooh, I got a creeper head.
Yes.
Ow. Bad Skeletor.
Ouch.
Getting. You can go. You can go.
Walnuts.
You get a car, and you get a car. Ow. You must have put some fire aspect on yours, because they're starting on fire when
I
you're
thought
hitting
that
them.
was you.
No.
I did. It says flammable.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
don't
you
know what
made
I
it.
did to it.
Maybe what materials did you use on it? You know, I expected, like, more peoples. Like, more zombies. I just wanted to try my new sword out. Alright, well.
Zombie head.
I think we... Oh, there's a baby Skeletor. Ow! You're such a good shot. Those baby Skeletors, those things are nasty little guys. Super, super fast. And rude. They're so rude. Alright, I'm gonna head back because I'm hurting. Alright, so one of the things that we needed to go get, which the sword gracefully provided, was actual bone. As you can see, our cow population is just exploding here. And if we go into our AE system, put in the bone that we got, the bows, we can actually combine these and, you know, just kind of make a good repaired bow from just combining all of those. And let's see, put some of this stuff away because we don't need it at the moment. And we may need it eventually, but right now we don't. So we need some more food because we're going through a lot of wheat trying to breed all these cows to get the pink slime that we need, and so on and so on. So we need a lot of wheat. Well, in order to grow a lot of wheat, you can either bone meal individual plants, which, you know, is an option. Or in the game, there are these things called growth crystals that I have right here. And there are actually a few different tiers of growth crystal. So the growth crystal tier 1 uses a sea lantern, some dirty glass, some compressed bone, and some iron. And it works in a 9x9 farm, and it checks 2 blocks up and down. So you can actually put it in the ground, and it will work just fine. The tier 2 gets a little bit more expensive. We've got the compressed nether star block. That is terrifying. Yeah, 9 nether stars for that thing. And crystals and reinforced obsidian and reinforced watering can with all, so 10 total nether stars to build this thing. Well, then there's a tier 3 which uses the dragon egg. So yeah, that's a thing. We did add a craft for the dragon egg. So it uses dragon scales, dragon's breath, and a nether star. Because in multiplayer games, you're gonna want some sort of more than one dragon egg, and you usually only get one. But if we want to do a growth crystal, we're gonna want a lot of this prismarine. And if we look, we don't have any. What we do have is nether quartz. And if we look at prismarine shards, you can see the atomic reconstructor can turn nether quartz into prismarine. So let's see if we can do that. This is going to use quite a bit of power. And hit. Yay. So that used all the power that it had inside and only gave me 9 prismarine. So you can see just how much power this thing uses. It's a lot of power. So that's probably, yep, another 9. So it's pulling the power right now out of our generators. I mean, these things are now completely tapped out just using that thing a few times. So yeah, a lot of power. We're not using it for really anything else other than our tree farm, but we are pulling quite a lot of power out of it. So let's go back over here. I want a few more of these. There we go. Now, how much are we going to need for this sea lantern? Well, we're going to need 4 crystals and 5 crystals and 4 shards. So, let's see. And the shards, we can use a pulverizer to pound the shards down to crystals. It's 1-to-1. So I'm going to need 5 of these things pulverized, please. Look at all the pulverized dusts that we have. It's glorious. There's the 5 that we want. So let's put all of these in. We want the sea lantern. We want the compressed bone block. Now, do we have any more bone? Where's that other compressed bone block? Is it in one of the chests?
Where I put it, probably. Yep, it's in this one.
Ah. Okay. Okay, so put that in there. So now we have 2 of those. Now we should be able to craft. Oh, we are missing dirty glass, which is soul sand and regular glass. I did not even know that that was a recipe. So let's get the growth crystal and come over here. And you can put more than one of these around your farm. So you could like put one in every corner, one in the middle, and it would just, the acceleration would be pretty real. So I'm going to take this out and put that in there. I want to try to not break that. Okay. So having that in the middle, now it's going to actually accelerate all of this area because it works in a 9x9, and that just happens to be a 9x9 farm, which is the max size you can do with one little thing of water there, which is nice. It works out really, really well. And the sheer number of cows that we have in here is, it's an impressive amount of cows. So that is the growth crystal. And you could have the, what looks like the ring of growth as well. Let's see what that is. That's empowered Inori crystals, which we don't have right now. We don't have any empowerment system set up. So I'm going to sort of ignore that for now. But I'm sure that that is a way to grow stuff as you're just walking around. There we go.
I got a couple.
Yeah, just toss them into the system. All right. So that takes care of the growth crystal. If you look at our pink slime, we've got almost a full bucket's worth, which is great. And if we look over here, you can see we actually managed to get the cow in the jar. Yes, off screen. I'm going to try this one more time. So we get a cow, because we've got cows now. And put the jar down there, put the cow in there, plop the anvil right there, and it worked the first time. So I know it works. I don't know why it didn't work when I was recording, but no, it does work. There's actually a little itty bitty cow in there. It's not just the face of the cow, but it's pretty cute, I admit. Way cuter than the zombie head sitting here. Oh, there it is. Ha ha ha. There he is. So he just passively produces milk just sitting in there.
Made some cheese so to empty it out so you could see it.
Yeah. It's so cute.
It is.
So that's a really good way of getting milk. I mean, you can use a cow farm like this. A cow farm like this, if you put a rancher here, you could get thousands of buckets of milk in no time. But it wouldn't be as cute as this little jar over here. Uh-oh. You got a toaster on the fridge.
It looks weird.
Yeah. We'll get you set up with some serious kitchen soon. So with the power that we were using over here, I'd like to look at some augments and maybe upgrades, because right now the augment tab doesn't even open because these are still all basic level. And if we look at, let's see, conversion. So we can do conversion kits. And you can convert a block from basic all the way up to creative. No, not creative, resonant. Creative, I know that always throws me that they have creative stuff in here. But resonant. But if you don't have all of the materials that you need to get up to that point, you can bring it up to, a lower level. And I think we're going to want a few, maybe one or two of our dynamos upgraded, as, keep an eye on your power. And if you need to upgrade them, then you can upgrade them. So let's look at, I'm going to just do a search for kit. And that'll give us the conversion kit as well as just the upgrade kit. And the upgrade kit, if you have a machine that's already one of these higher levels, the upgrade kit saves you resources. So if we look at the hardened upgrade kit, that's going to use Invar and bronze. And I don't think we have bronze yet. Oh, we actually do have bronze. How fast we forget about that. And let's
That's why the AE system is so amazing.
yeah. So I'm gonna try to clear out. I've got a bunch of blocks of stuff. Okay, so I think I want a few redstone into the system here. Okay, how are we doing on Invar? We got a little bit of Invar. So if we do hardened, we do bronze gear. Let's see what. So that is reinforced. That is reinforced. So I've put on there the hardened upgrade kit and the reinforced upgrade kit already on these two. So I would need the signalum and then the resonant in order to, you know, get those to max level. But I don't know if I want to do that yet because we don't really have the power gen to support that much, because those already are using 120 RF per tick, and these things are only producing 40 at their maximum speed. But I do want to upgrade my dynamos, because right now you can see they're completely full and they're still producing 4 RF per tick. So they're still consuming power. I don't really want them to consume power like that. So I want to do BR bronze. I do have 1 bronze gear, so that's 8. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hardened. I don't know if I have the Invar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It had just enough Invar. So loud noise alert. You can just right click and it upgrades each one of these. The anvil sound is the harshest sound in the game. And now there's actually an augment slot, as you can see. And because we upgraded them, the maximum power is bumped up. So instead of just producing 40 power now they're able to produce 60. But with that extra power, it's also going to waste more fuel. So we want to stop the wasting of the fuel. So we're going to look at augments. And augments are those things that go in this little slot here, and we've covered them before with these machines. So this augment is specific for machines, and it bumps up the processing speed. Well, that doesn't work with dynamos. They don't process anything. They just burn stuff. So we want to look at all these augments. Well, there's a few here that are dynamo specific, and you can see that if you hold shift. Dynamos increased output, dynamos increased efficiency, side accessibility, advanced throttle, output specialization. So there's a lot of dynamo based ones in here, and I want to look at the advanced throttle. This little augment here, if we can actually craft it, it looks like we will be able to. Let me throw in some lead nuggets. And we have some electrum. I just did the electrum stuff, so we should have some of this. Prevents RF loss due to flux coil saturation. Well, in a nutshell, this little thing that sticks out, that's the flux coil. That's essentially where your power is coming out of. And what it means is when it's saturated, when it's completely full, it's still bleeding power. It's still burning fuel, albeit slowly, but it's still consuming fuel. So no matter which dynamos you use, this is always a very good augment to grab. And let's see what our glass situation. Oh, we got lots of glass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So these you can also right click the machines, or you can just shift click one of them in there, and that does the same thing. And you can see power output has now 0 RF per tick, so it is throttled all the way back down, and it is now not losing any fuel at all. Not that we are low on fuel, because we got lots of trees. We're good on those. The other ones, now that I've upgraded the engines, it might be time to upgrade. Might be time to upgrade those. The one thing I want to do, I would like some servos. I want one more servo, and then I want a chest. Do I have any wood? I do. So we're gonna grab a chest. I want a little buffer over here. So right now, to fuel the engines up, it's pulling directly out of the furnaces, and so if these are kind of lagging behind, the power is going to lag behind. I would like a little bit of a buffer. I'm going to use this little split off here, as a buffer. And we're going to put this here. And it should basically pull all of the charcoal out and pop it into here. And then from here, no, I don't want the servos. So from here, I want a servo there and a servo there. And these are going to be good to go here. And these should pull out and push in where needed over here. So it's just a sort of a little bit of a buffer, which is nice. And it's only able to pull 8 at a time. I think it's only pulling 8 at a time. Yeah, I think it's about 8, which is fine. It doesn't need to be super fast, but now we're also pulling out of this chest a little bit more, and I can upgrade these redstone furnaces to be more than just basic, because yeah, they're just basic right now, and that's not good. So let's do a search for kit, and let's see if we can push out a couple more hardened kits. And I want to see if I can do reinforced. So there's some silver. And this uses that electrum again. And hardened glass. That's all my hardened glass. Signalum uses cryotheum dust. And we don't have any cryotheum dust at the moment. So we're kind of gated behind that. And so let's do kit. As you can see, we have hardened and reinforced. Well, instead of right-clicking twice on each machine to upgrade both of those, we can just do a reinforced conversion kit, and that just combines those two. So we can just easily, very easily, upgrade both of these. Boink, boink. And now they're consuming more power, but they're processing much faster, and they have 2 augment slots that we can go ahead and increase their processing speed. So if we look at augment, we look at processing speed. Let's make sure we don't have any extras. Okay, so we're going to want a couple of these, and then should have ample amounts of resources for all of those. Oh, I needed actually 4 of these, so let's go grab a couple more. Right in here. There we go. Instead of right-clicking on the machine with these, I'm just going to open the machines. And then shift-click them in. You can see 40 RF per tick, 40,000 stored. Update that. 120 RF per tick. And it's probably going to max out. Yeah, 120,000 RF per tick. Or energy stored. 120,000 RF energy stored. 120,000 or 120 RF per tick. Not too bad. And look how much faster it's processing. It's probably going to process faster than this item duct can even keep up with. That's my guess, because that's really fast. It's going to use more power, which is fine because we're actually able to make it. So one of those machines, one of those furnaces, is enough power draw for 2 of these dynamos now. Well, it's also making enough power or enough material to keep one of these things satisfied. So it's pretty good. But that'll have to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.